Hey everyone, it's 5th of March 2017 and I am now in the UK. I'm in London, England at the Chiswick area, right? Chiswick?
Yeah, Chiswick, yeah.
I'm here with Professor Lorenzo. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure.
My first club outside of Canada on this Odyssey and in Europe actually. So we met through a student of yours who gave me your contact, and we get together on Facebook, all through the Globetrotters.
Was it Jay?
Yeah,
it was.
Who is in the background? You can see getting rolled out. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute about Globetrotters and everything. But first, let's start with how you got started in martial arts.
So I started actually after university doing Krav Maga.
Okay.
And then I did that for a couple of years, and one of the Krav Maga classes was at the Roger Gracie Academy, and I was walking around one day and I had a look at Jiu-Jitsu and I didn't know what it was, and the instructor came up to me and tapped me on the back going, "Hey, how's it going?" And it was really relaxed, and I thought, okay, this seems fun, this seems nice, I'll give it a go. So I tried it, and I kept going with both to begin with, both Krav Maga and BJJ, and after a while I gave up Krav Maga and I forgot all about it and just stuck with BJJ because it was more fun, more competitive, more movement involved, I guess. It felt more like dynamic.
Okay.
I enjoyed it a bit more, yeah.
So how long were you doing Krav Maga before you started?
I think a couple of years. So I was like, I didn't get I got like far enough in it for the time I was doing it, but my heart wasn't really in it. So I kind of kept going. It was fitness, and I mean it was great actually for self-defense reasons. I think it's got some ideas, so it's worth looking at. But yeah.
Yeah, I've always heard great things about Krav Maga. I've also heard it's a very serious art, though. The guys are pretty intense at times.
Yeah, there's a lot of groin strikes, biting, but I was lucky because my teacher was actually Brazilian, and he was very relaxed and playful. Okay. So I didn't see that side of it, but I used to go to seminars, and everyone was really serious, and there was me playing around, and I was like, oh, okay, I can't do that here.
Yeah.
But in Jiu-Jitsu, I feel you can do that more. It's more relaxed. It depends which school you go to, but yeah, where I've been.
So, so then you got into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and so how long has it been since you got into BJJ?
It's about 11 or 12 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And and now we have your own club here.
Yeah.
So when did you get your club?
I opened my club when I was brown belt about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And I was really bored of my office job. I guess like a lot of people in Jiu-Jitsu, they want the lifestyle. Yeah. But it wasn't my initial goal. But my friend used to let me teach at his school, so I used to go and teach there. So I had some experience, and I decided to kind of give it a go. So I rented the space out before I took over, and we did 3 classes a week here, and it grew and grew and grew until we took over the whole space. So nice. Yeah, it's been a good adventure. Yeah.
So it's been 4 years that you've been in this same spot this whole time.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of an interesting spot actually. How about you tell us about what kind of spot we are?
So we're like in a really typical London railway arch. Yeah. So you'll hear it every so often. There's trains going overhead. It kind of looks like a bunker, right? That's what you thought.
Yeah,
it was.
That's what I thought it was.
Bunker of storage. So it's corrugated iron walls, and it's kind of got like plastic roofing and some lights over here. It's like it's a beautiful space, really. I love this space. I was really lucky to get it, and it really fits the area and the kind of location.
Yeah, it does. It fits perfectly for what you're using it for.
Yeah.
I liked it. And because it's it's in a off hidden way and in a not a usual spot that you would or
expect.
Layout you expect. Yeah. I was wondering about that. It's real nice.
I'm sure you're used to bigger spaces in Canada, right?
Well, that depends, to be honest. In my time traveling through Canada, I've found clubs. I mean, there's some in Toronto that, it's a huge building It has several floors, and it's all dedicated to just, different classes. And I've found some that are just, in a basement, renting a studio or wherever. So there's all kinds. I'm sure everyone out there knows. There's all kinds of different clubs out there, and this is I guess I'd say average size for what I've seen.
Okay.
The gamut, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it'd be bigger over there somehow.
Yeah.
Everything's always bigger in like North America.
Well, yeah. Everyone thinks, I guess, it extends to so much area, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, if you look at the map, Canada we only populate like something like not even a quarter of our land. Everything else is frozen.
Yeah, true. Yeah, or mountainous.
Yes.
And rough. And, yeah, that's cool.
So, what made you decide to open up a new club at, they said Brown Belt, right?
Yeah, so I was bored of my office job, and it was kind of like coming to the end of, either I change jobs and do the same job again somewhere else, because I just didn't enjoy the company anymore.
Yeah.
And then, or just try something on my own. I thought of a lot of ideas, and none of them really felt quick enough to kind of get to the space I needed to get to. So I was like looking around for spaces, and this was a dance studio before. So I gave them a call, and they said, sure, you can have some nights, we have some free nights. So I rented the nights and got in here. But yeah, just basically I didn't want to work in the office anymore. I couldn't take the office politics, all the usual stuff. I mean, it was nothing that bad, but it's like, I'd been in it doing the same thing for ages. I used to train every night after work, and I should run out of work for training, so it made sense in the end to go kind of start.
So you're full-time just running a club now. That's awesome. I'm sure there's a few people now watching this envious of this.
Well, it's not easy now, but it wasn't easy then either. It's kind of like, it takes time to get yourself into it. You have to be really committed to every aspect of it. It's not just about jiu-jitsu, it's about the business side of things. So it's challenging, but I love doing it. I love all the things. I like all the highs and lows, and kind of working for yourself, so I can travel a bit more in between when I want to. But
that's cool. Yeah, I've heard a few people say that now, that there is a lot that goes on behind, not on the mats, off the mats, that puts it all together.
Yeah, I think 90% off the mats, and then 10% on the mats. Yeah, like the top of the, what you see.
Yeah. Someone told me it was like, you think just because you open up your own club you're going to be able to train more, but in reality, between all the business work and all the teaching and whatnot, you're really not.
Yeah, it's very true. Like the last 6 months I haven't trained as much as I want to. So this year I want to get back into competing a bit more, and I'm training more now. So it's finally coming over the kind of like, we've got the space now. We kind of getting to where we want it to be. Still a lot more to do, but I'm more comfortable with it. Yeah, but you're traveling now yourself. So you're doing something similar. With the blog and everything, right? Now? Yeah.
Which is also same thing. I'm spending a lot of time on a computer rather than always in the clubs. That's partially for me to be able to do these videos and keep the blog going, and also to keep myself paced so I don't I'm a big athlete. I'm not athletic, I can only do so much a day or a week of training, right? So
just pace yourself. It's tiring, you're traveling and training as well. So do you work remotely then? Are you working remotely, or are you at the same time, or?
Oh no, this is it.
This is it for the moment.
This is it. Yeah, cool. Just doing these interviews, doing the traveling and training, and the blog. Yeah. So I guess technically I'm a blogger. I guess I'm a jiu-jitsu travel blogger. Or,
cool.
Yeah.
So where are you off to next then? You're off to?
Blackpool next.
Yeah. You can see the pier.
Yeah.
Yeah. England's very nice. I mean, it takes getting used to, and it's got its like, anyone who comes in to live in London will tell you how hard it is, or English people are difficult sometimes, but after a while you can kind of find your way around it. I think it's like most places, but yeah, it's hard to leave once you're here. Yeah. If you stay here long enough, you'll be stuck.
There's so much to see here. Like I got out and around yesterday, and I got to go down and see the Tower of London, which is amazing. If you have a chance, if you're in London, go and check out the Tower of London.
I've only been once when I was a kid. Yeah, but you should see it. I should go and see it.
It's the whole area down there is just to walk around and see all the different buildings as well. There's a lot of modern architecture around that district as well. It's really developed around there. Yeah. That's where David Blaine was. You know, remember David Blaine when he came to London? Yes.
And he was doing that above the below, whatever, when he was starving himself for 40 days.
Oh, yes.
That was near the Tower of London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, near the bridge, yeah. I used to work around there, so I saw him. I was trying, throw food. It's so great to get here and see everything that I've seen only on pictures of online and as I said, my friend, someone was talking to me about it, and I said, well, my experience of London is whatever I've seen on TV and movies, so I can't help but think someone's going to run by here at some point, like Chimney.
Yeah.
Chimney. I know you're going there. Mary Poppins is all I think about when I think of like London abroad. It's true though. You just wait. We'll go for coffee afterwards. But
it's someone's telling me about everyone's always told me about how overwhelming London is and how hard it is to get around. And I got here, and I don't know, maybe because I've been traveling for a while now, I found it's actually, it is, as you said, it's pretty easy to get around. I think as long as you keep focused. It's just like Jiu-Jitsu. When you get on the mats and you first start training something and everything's throwing everything at you, proper posture and guard, your proper, hold for side control and all this stuff, right? And you're like all these different positions and all these different movements and people get overwhelmed. When you show up in London, you see the whole entire map for the transit system, and if you even go on Google Maps and see London and all the boroughs and everything, and it's like, wow, this is giant. It's like, but you're not going to go and see all of it right now. You're just going from point A to point B. So
it's like going to a new academy, I guess. In Jiu-Jitsu, and you go there, and you're like, where's the changing rooms and everything? You don't feel comfortable because you haven't been there long enough to kind of get a feel for where to walk to without thinking about it. And so after a while, you get used to it. But like you were to Tokyo before this, right?
I did do Tokyo,
Yeah. So Tokyo, I've been to Tokyo. It's a lot messier, right? It's pretty easier if you could speak Japanese. But everything's in Japanese, so you can't even work out anything.
The signs, I can't read the signs, right? So it's kind of hard to be able to. It's harder to make at first to get landmark references, right? Whereas here, because I can read a lot of the signs, I know what the streets are, right? So, when I was in Tokyo at first, before my first way of getting my footing around was remembering, the corner stores, like the 7-Elevens or the McDonald's or something like that you'd see around, because you recognize those, right? So, do you mentioned about going to other academies? So, have you traveled much? Do you get you're a fan with Globetrotters, right?
Yes, cause we're like affiliated. Well, affiliated is the wrong word, I think. But we're friends with Globetrotters, and we believe in their philosophy. I'm friends with Christian. Christian's a great guy, and he's helped me a lot. I've taught at a few camps. I think 4 camps I've taught on.
Nice.
And through that, I've made friends all over. So I really recommend the camps and following the Globetrotters stuff if you want to travel around, because they have a lot of useful resources for that, like mat surfing, so you can kind of go and stay at people's houses for free and go and see other clubs. A couple of weeks ago we were in Bavaria, and I met those guys through the Globetrotters at the Austrian camp. And those guys, we're really close with them now, so every year we go there, they come here, I grade them, I help them grade because they haven't got like a black belt there. We go there, we drink lots of beer, we party, we train afterwards, which is dead. But it's really good fun.
Yeah,
and I would never have got there without Jiu-Jitsu or meeting the Globetrotters or any of that stuff.
Yeah, well, that's how we're having this interview now. Is I mean,
we're both wearing Globetrotters gis.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
It's
I've got the new advertising. But I'm also a Roger Gracie black belt, so that's why my before I need to mention him as well. So that's what I train with.
The Globetrotters network is amazing. I mean, that's how we got together. It's how I'm really getting around for my trip for Europe and Asia is meeting people and the mat surfing, or even having someone in that area to talk to you about clubs to go to or good places to look up to stay at, right? It's so valuable for being able to just travel and train and meet all kinds of cool people and
like me.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Yeah. Well, okay.
Yes, like him.
No.
So you're saying you're a Roger Gracie black belt?
Yes. So I started with Roger, and I've only ever trained with Roger. So that's where I come from. That's why I still train now. When I'm in between teaching, all my friends are still there. Roger's friends. Next week we have a seminar with Roger's dad, even. So we're very close with them. So that's my lineage.
Okay, I knew you were really close with Globetrotters, so I was wondering, if that's what you're now a part of, as opposed to any kind of affiliation with any clubs in town. We're sister academies with Rogers. More, but Globetrotters. I believe in the philosophy. That's why we're Wave and not Roger Gracie Academy. Yeah. Because Roger Gracie Academy has always been my family, and everyone I train with there and everything like that. But I'm trying to make it more open, and I believe in training everywhere, traveling around. It's like, after a while you find that you go somewhere, you train there, then you get told off for training somewhere. And not by anyone at Rogers or anywhere in particular, but you get it from online, you see it online all the time. And I'm trying to really avoid this whole idea. I think it's a great hobby and it's a great lifestyle, but it's fun and you want to meet people and train with people. And in the end, Yeah, and that's one thing I've noticed is, as much as we like to go on about, with Globetrotters, that it's go out there and meet everyone and train with everyone. There is, in everything else, there is kind of inner city drama between different clubs and whatnot. I like being away from all that now because I don't know.
That's also why before we had the interview, we had the open mat, the public open mat. And you saw how many different clubs came down. There's guys from Rogers, guys from 10th Planet, which is East London, which is miles away. Guys from Hillingdon, which is another sister club of ours, a friend of ours. Also Roger Gracie kind of connected club. We did this open mat on Sundays. It's like £5, which is like a cup of coffee and a half in London. We did it on purpose so that way people come and join and we could train with everyone and meet people and they invite us back to their clubs.
Yeah, I got invited to I think 3 different clubs today.
Yeah, exactly my point. Yeah, that's what I wanted. And that's why we have this, it's becoming kind of popular now, famous in London, that everyone comes down here, they train with us and we go for coffee afterwards or we do, for the wrestling. So it's been a really good thing. I didn't expect it to grow so big, that particular class, but it's all gone.
It was a lot of fun. There was, everyone was very relaxed and I guess just great energy on the mats today. It was packed, and there was a little bit of sharing knowledge on the sides at times, and a lot of conversing, a lot of people hanging on the sides, chatting when taking a round off, and a lot of good rolls. I had some good rolls when I was out there, and
nice.
It was fun. Yeah, it was great. So it's I totally forgot. So it's Wave BJJ in Chiswick. The other club, you have another club
in South East London. In Elephant and Castle. So it's Wave BJJ there as well. So that one's smaller. We're going to grow that this year, but a lot of great guys there. You met Steve.
Yeah,
and the
I
guys
did.
down
Yeah,
there
and
was trained down there.
again, great
Yeah.
crew. Everyone just
Yeah, we're slowly growing. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll take over. No. One day.
There's a lot to take over in London. There's yeah. So I'll definitely have links up for your club and
Cool.
everything.
Yeah, and if you guys ever want to come down and train, you're more than welcome to. We're open to everyone. Everyone always comes down, and yeah, you can come and train with us. And we're trying to help you find spaces. We didn't help you find a space.
Yeah.
But usually someone's willing to put someone up.
Yeah.
But it's just it's
It's all good. Yeah, so I mean, if you guys are looking for, if any of my North American friends are looking for a vacation spot, come out to London. There's like a million clubs, and Wave BJJ is definitely one of them. You should check out.
So yeah. Talking to Bluebo. Yeah. Definitely, please come down and check us out for sure, and help Rob out on his travels if this video gets out in time.
Yeah.
No,
Cool.
Really good to have you, Rob.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for having me here.
Thank
It
you.
was awesome.
Our pleasure.
That's it for now. Until next time, guys. See you on the mats. Oos.